Hey guys, Ron Onesti here, hanging with my buddy AJ Croce. And let me just tell you, AJ, last time you were at our Arcada Theater a few months ago, and you blew everybody away. The show was spectacular. And I don't know really if the audience, and tell me if you run into this, really knew what to expect. I mean, is it just a tribute to your dad? Is it your own music? It was both, and it was
It's all of
incredible.
it. Yeah, it's all of it, man. It's funny. I guess, you know, um, some folks obviously if they're just coming to see me, they probably know my music and know my history. But when I do the Croce show, a lot of his fans come out that aren't familiar with my history. And I got started playing with a lot of R&B and blues and jazz groups, and so that was kind of that was my education. And so, at 18, I was out with BB King, and he was such a showman. And even earlier, when I was younger, with regionally with blues artists that were real showmen, and I felt like that was such an important part of it. And in including my father's music, and then tying it all together, with his legacy of music. I still feel like it's so important to have this fun show and energetic. It's something he was such a great storyteller, and so I incorporate some of his style of storytelling the with the all of the different music that we both love.
I mean, we can go to the time in a bottle cliche in this situation, but
Yeah,
really, I mean, the show really is that because and I say this to people, I say you may walk in Jim Croce fans, but you're walking out an AJ Croce ambassador because
it's
again,
so
people
true.
told me.
I'm so grateful for that. Thank you. It's true. I'm blown away. Um, you know, I think it's really an interesting thing. And I was so hesitant for 25 years of my career to play his music, because I just thought, first of all, he did it better than anyone else, and second of all, I didn't feel like there was integrity in it. When I found this way to tell this story, the way that we did, and the way you saw it, and every night is different. Um, I
Mhm.
take requests from the audience and let them choose things that they want to hear, songs of his or mine or pretty much anyone else's too. I'm open to it. Um, and it is really just part of the fun, getting new people
It really
into it.
is.
All of a sudden, turned into this different kind of a show. Then and the response has been so um, humbling, honestly.
And it's tough. It's kind of a responsibility that maybe is evolving here because, like for example, when John Lennon died, or some of these other people who passed away,
Mm-hmm.
people needed a way to grieve. They needed a way to celebrate the person's life, and they're lost souls. And I'm so happy that you were able to find this way to not only make your music known and your talents be realized, but also bring your dad's legacy into the mix here. And that's what you're doing. You're really satisfying so many things with this show. It's a great night of entertainment, period. I mean, it
Yeah.
really, really is because it's a fun show, and you do know a lot of the music and your twist. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And by the end of the show, the people are exhausted from having such a good time. I mean, really, I've
I
seen it
hope
more than
so.
once. Your
I
show.
hope so. The whole point is to, I want to take that audience on a trip with me, from beginning to end, and I want them to forget everything outside in the world and forget all of it, and just be able to enjoy themselves 100% while they're there. And when it's over, I want them to just feel like, wow, okay, they didn't think about anything that was on their mind, no anxieties, no stresses. They're not their job, not this problem, not this relative, nothing. Just the fun of being in the moment.
And I tell you, what adds so much to it, I gotta say, is the multimedia.
Yeah.
With all the video that shows you as a baby being held by your
Oh,
dad,
yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
I mean, it really, what is it, breaks the third, fourth wall, whatever that is. It really makes the audience creates a relationship You create a
Absolutely.
relationship with the audience, and you help to create the relationship that the audience is seeking with your father that they never really had or they
It's
lost so long
true.
ago.
Yeah, yeah. It's what's interesting. Obviously, not a lot of people got to see him perform. His career was 18 months. It was very brief, and when he did
Blows
perform,
everybody away.
I
That
know,
that that point itself is just a
I know,
mind blowing
I know.
thing.
And so when um, and all the concert tours that he did in those 18 months, it was him and another guitar player. So people are getting to hear this music um, performed with a full band, and they're getting to hear it. I'm not a cover band. This is not. I'm not going to be playing it exactly like the record. Now, there's some stuff that's pretty damn close, but by and large, um, I am playing this stuff the way that I feel like he would have played it. No artist plays their songs the same way as the record, unless they're playing along, unless they're just lip syncing, you know,
Right. Yeah.
because every single artist, first of all, plays it different every time. True artist is always reinventing the way they perform it. And so obviously, I want to pay respect to the recordings and the way people know the songs, but I want to have a little fun with it.
Sure.
And so when it's appropriate, I try and find those moments to do something unique. And it's something the audience gets to experience that they may not have been able to because he was around such a brief period of time, and
Mhm.
then a lot of the fans are younger. You know, it's amazing how many young fans have come from the songs being in X-Men movies or Hangover
Mhm.
or uh, whatever, Stranger Things or any of these shows that have used the song. Young people have gotten turned on to it, and so they never had a chance to see it. And I can see how excited they are to hear these songs come to life.
I can tell you, like I said before, I think it was back in February we had you for the first time here, and it was the next day I called your agent and said, "No, he's got to play my other place. Forget this. I'll see you in a year stuff."
No,
When's
we
his
had
closest?
such a great time with you, and you're a showman, and you have such a good time presenting the music that you present. It's really infectious, man. You know, and I I was talking with the band backstage on the while you were introducing us, and I said I don't think I've ever had an introduction like this ever in my life.
I value our customers. It's again, it's what you do, what we do. We create a relationship. You know, you go
Uh-huh.
to a restaurant. If you know the owner of a restaurant, you're probably gonna go to his restaurant for another one. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of the same thing here. You know,
Yeah.
I've got peers that are too cool to admit that they're starstruck, you know, who do what I do, that the actual fans, oh, it's just another guy. It's just you know, Wayne Newton, AJ Croce, Brett Michaels, no big deal. I'm a freaking fan and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to be all gaga about it because I'm so passionate about it. And we touch the audience and we hopefully do it in a way that you're proud of and you're proud to be a part of it. So having
Oh,
you back, I'm
absolutely.
telling you, man, I'm the most excited. I'm telling you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm really excited to come back, and it's soon. It's next week.
It's next week's December 8th at my other place, the Displays Theater. It's our new Displays Theater. It was opened in 1925, but it was condemned for 15 years. We
Oh,
pulled it out of the wrecking ball about 3 years ago, just opened it up about a year and a half with Kevin Costner was our opening show. We built it and he
oh,
came. It was
cool.
really cool. And we're looking forward to having you there, AJ, on
Uh,
December 8th, Displays Theater, 7:30. I'm telling you guys, if there's one show you see the rest of the year, it's got to be AJ Croce. I'm looking forward to
oh,
seeing you, brother.
thank you, man. Thank you so much, and looking forward to it. I'll see you soon.